Corruption, fraud, and misuse of public funds does not only affect politics, it affects the health of the masses, public health. Every fund that is misused means less hospitals, less clean water, less health programs, things that people will be able to access to keep them healthy. Also, when fake influencers or people selling products that are not properly checked or produced or not approved by NAFDAC is being sold to the masses, also health is affected. Now, mental health can worsen or start when people don't feel heard, when people are suffering and they don't feel like anybody is doing anything about it. That emotional part of it can also be as damaging as the physical part of it. So these people may feel like they don't have voice. VDM gives them voice. So who is VDM? Vincent Ose, popularly known as Very Dark Man or VDM. He's a Nigerian social media influencer, activist, and a critic of societal injustice. One of the earlier events that had to do with VDM is when he called out a cream vendor, somebody that sells creams, and he was advocating for NAFDAC to check if those creams were checked by them to make sure the ingredients contained by those creams are safe for those individuals that are purchasing it. I may not get everything perfectly right the way it happened, but that's the gist of the matter. And eventually, I'm not sure what happened with that case, but I learned that a lot of illegal creams were removed from the shelf because of that one singular act. I just did a video not too long ago about bleaching creams and what it's doing to people, the damages it's causing, even kidney damage that people are not aware of, because they're not even using these ingredients in a regulated manner. People can just mix whatever they want. The concentration may be toxic level. They don't know. They don't care. It may not even be that they don't care. It may be that they just don't know. And they're selling this to people. So VDM, when you think about it, I, for one, appreciate his voice. If he's overdoing it or doing it maliciously, I don't know. I haven't heard anything that would suggest that. He gained prominence on social media by addressing the issues affecting Nigerians, like corruption, inequality, and even consumer exploitation. His fearless approach to these issues have earned him both admiration by some and criticism by the others. So which part are you? Are you a fan of VDM? Or are you one of those that thinks he's doing too much? Some may call VDM a social media whistleblower. VDM have brought attention to matters many avoid. He has leveraged social media and used this as a platform to challenge some powerful individuals or institutions. Of course, many of them may not be happy, but VDM is demanding for accountability from individuals and institutions. He makes videos about issues that affect the common people. Anywhere there's injustice or social inequality or somebody is being taken advantage of, trust me, you will see VDM there. VDM have actually done quite a lot if you look at it. He may have done more than even some institutions that were placed for those jobs in the first place. Like him or hate him, he has done some good things. Despite facing legal challenges, including arrest and defamation lawsuits, VDM continued to be a prominent voice in Nigerian social landscape. His unwavering commitment to justice and transparency resonate with many Nigerians seeking change and accountability in governance and social structure. In essence, VDM represents a new wave of Nigerian activism in Nigeria. At the end, VDM is just one man who decided to stand up for people that don't have a voice. He's seeking for a reform, holding individuals and institutions accountable. Despite the arrest, whenever they try to arrest him or keep him quiet, he comes back louder. He just got out of detention recently, where till today, I still don't understand why he was arrested to begin with. But he came back. So let me hear from you. What do you think of VDM? Do you think he's somebody that the world needs, Nigeria needs, and even more VDM should emerge, because that might be where hope will come from? Or do you think he's just somebody that is constituting a nuisance? What do you think? Many people like him, some don't. But at the end of the day, you draw your own opinion, and please let us know in the comment section, because it may be something that I'm missing. It's not just about medicine. It's about truth. It's about justice. It's about transparency. Because when you go to buy a medicine, you should be able to trust that that medicine is exactly what it says it is. I have learned there are some fake drugs that are in the country. I've learned that there are some fake creams, there are some fake things that people are not being transparent about. Sometimes maybe not they're making, but just the issue of the entire society and the decay involved. It is sad, but that is why Voices like that of VDN is imperative in getting a healthier Nigeria. Fast forward to what is happening now. A girl named Phyna, one of the BB Niger ex housemates. So her sister was involved in an accident with a Dangote truck driver. She was put in the hospital. So Phyna reached out to VDM on behalf of the sister for VDM to help her in getting in touch with Dangote people, trying to get help for the sister and maybe get the sister taken care of because it was serious. She said one of her legs were cut off completely. VDM started talking to her, had a plan with her. But when it was time for Phyna to go meet the Dangote people as scheduled, and she was supposed to go with VDM as well, VDM didn't hear from her. She went to the meeting alone. And then VDM was calling her to see what is going on. Rather than respond to what VDM is asking about, what is going on with the meeting, where are you? VDM eventually understood that something fishy was going on. Phyna wasn't trying to get him involved anymore. Long story short, Phyna went to Easy, I think Easy Obede, a known enemy of VDM. They recently fell out, went on her platform and they started bashing VDM. So VDM came out and said that he felt betrayed because Phyna was one of his own. So after saying that, VDM actually promised that that girl, Phyna's sister, better not buy, because if she does that, he will stop Dangote truck from going through Edo State. But anyway, sadly, this Phyna's sister passed, deleted. Everybody is now telling Phyna.
Okay, so it's simple. We are here, a lot of students of Bauchi Polytechnic, take it all around. Take it around. Oh. Now, it's pretty much simple. Every other truck will pass, but Dangote truck will not pass. It's simple. They have to clear all the people in the hospital and all the families that Dangote unlicensed truck drivers are put in the hospital. They will settle them, even though money cannot really bring back people to life. But these Dangote killings in Auchi have to stop.
You made a mistake, you should have stuck with VDM, you betrayed VDM. Some other people were also saying, don't you have any conscience? She just lost her sister. This is not the time to advise her. This is not the time to bash her. This is not the time. People jumped in and were giving their opinion on the issue. Long story short, there will always be people on this side, there will always be people on that side. But majority of people, from what I understand, support VDM because they believe if the government alone will do half of what VDM is doing to support the common man to make Nigeria good, then Nigeria would have been a lot better. So a lot of people support VDM and his movement. I think he's doing a great job for the fact that he's even looking into cases that don't concern him. He's trying to help people. His critics will say that he's too egotistic, that he makes things all about himself and blah. Well, as long as he's helping people, I will not worry too much about that. Whether his ego is his business or he's helping people. It's kind of a little bit weird that people are focusing on his ego or how he wants to make things about himself. As long as he's getting results, isn't that what we want? We need somebody that will speak for the common man, the common Nigerian that don't have anybody to speak for him or her. That is what is needed. And get big companies, government officials, hold them accountable to the things that they do. Shikina. And if everybody does that, Nigeria will be better. VDM have some critics, VDM have some hardcore supporters. Of course, we all know the rattles. Some people might be wondering who VDM is because VDM just came into limelight. A lot of people are not aware of what he stands for. So this video will help to create awareness, some clarification. And if you're having any issue, you feel like injustice is being done to you, VDM is the one to call. He actually had put himself in so many situations for the sake of other people. For one, I admire that because forget ego. Let it be about himself. As long as he's helping people, it is okay by me. So anyway, thank you for watching. Drop your opinion down below. Do you think there's anything that could have been done differently about this case? What do you think should be done now moving forward? Do you think Dangote should be held accountable, or would you say that it's not Dangote, it's his workers? So drop your opinion about the case, and may Phyna's sister soul rest in peace. It is unfortunate that she passed, but I've come to understand from what is flying around the internet that it's not just her, that a lot of people have died because of Dangote's drivers. But anyway, it is well. I hope something is done. Official statements have been released by Dangote and his people that they will make sure that their drivers are trained and their drivers are qualified to drive and that they will take care of the people that were hurt. And I hope they keep to their words. And there's one thing that I would like to point out from this whole thing. I feel like if somebody is doing something good for you, when they make a mistake, don't condemn everything they have done. This thing is common with our people. I personally have experienced it. You will help somebody. The day you don't do what they ask, they forget everything you've done. It's not nice. By being ungrateful, you block the way of that person to help other people. And that is not nice. So let's try to be grateful. I think Phyna, even if She doesn't want to continue with her VDM. She should have just left it alone. Move forward with what you want to do. Leave it alone. Don't go somewhere else and start bashing VDM. For the fact that VDM answered you when you called, that is enough. Let's learn gratitude. A lot of things are happening and it's sad. Anyway, thank you for watching. And don't forget to like this video. It helps me out a lot. And subscribe. And until next time, may God bless you. Bye.